Well, guys, I messed up. Okay. I can admit when I was wrong and I got my dates mixed up. Okay. I thought the 14th was the big day that we were waiting for, the big significant mover of the market. Unfortunately, it's tomorrow. Okay. What I'm talking about is the CPI report. The CPI report is not, in fact, happening on the 14th. It is tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with this, this is a gauge on inflation. It's going to let us know whether the cost of goods and services are moving down. As you know, we talk about this every single month because it's one of those key macro reports outside of the market that does, in fact, impact how the market's going to move. So because of this, my chart is a little bit messed up. The time frame is a little bit off on here because I had kind of everything gauging for the 14th. I figured that's when we would, in fact, make our move either to the upside or the downside. Now, we have actually been climbing back towards this upside line, which is a great sign to see. Now, the key thing to remember here is that if we do climb up to the upside, we need to make a further move to the upside. We need to invalidate this possible head and shoulders that we're creating in the charts. Because if we do, in fact, get this, that's not necessarily the greatest sign. It means that we're likely going to move down. We're going to obviously test this bottom trend line. We probably wouldn't hold it, and we'd make a further move down maybe to that 26.5 cent level. So tomorrow is a big day, guys. Tomorrow is a big day for the charts. Now, I would like to see us climb. I'd love to see us extend this out further. And I think tomorrow is going to be interesting. Okay. What we've seen from the last few reports is, in fact, inflation cooling. Everything's been starting to get pretty flat. I believe 0.1% was last month's numbers. And we're starting to get towards this range that the Fed wants. So the Fed will have a very interesting decision to make at the end of this month. If you guys remember, we got the jobs report last week, and that showed that the jobs market was, in fact, cooling. First time in a while that we came in below expectations in terms of non-farm added jobs, okay? And if this is a cold CPI report, it really increases the likelihood that the Fed does not raise rates again this month, which would be kind of weird because we know they want to raise rates twice more. But if we're in fact cooling at a rate that the Fed likes, they may continue to put pause in this, which would mean, a higher potential for upside in the markets. So that's kind of why this is important tomorrow. It's the reason why I talk about these reports as much as I do, because you got to remember during these times, we're very heavily influenced by things outside the market. So inflation is a big one because I'd say it's one of the heaviest things weighing on the market right now. So make sure you guys pay attention. Tomorrow at 8:30, the market's going to make a decision. We may see some movement leading up to that. If we're expecting that inflation numbers are in fact going to come back, flat or actually declining inflation, which we haven't seen in a while, we could see some upside movement here. Again, we could try to take a stab at that, mid-range in these charts when it comes to ADA. We obviously got to break through this 30.5 cents. That's kind of a big range that we're kind of stuck at right now, but just be prepared, guys. Tomorrow morning, big day, not the 14th. It is, in fact, tomorrow. So I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Show your support below, and I hope to catch you guys in the next one. Take care.